Robert Urich, an actor famed for his charm, and his devoted wife, the stunning actress Heather Menzies, were a Hollywood power couple. Their love story was movie-worthy, but it was cruelly cut short by a heartbreaking twist of fate. In this video, we will celebrate their accomplishments, devotion to one another, and strength in the face of hardship as we travel through their lives. Their names may have faded from view, but their legacy lives on. Prepare to be moved as we dive into the life and tragic death of Robert Urich and his wife. Life before Hollywood. Before becoming the Hollywood sensation that we all know and adore, Robert Urich's career began in a little village in Ohio. Urich's story began in December 19, 1946, in Toronto, Ohio, in the heart of the American Midwest. Urich, a young man with huge hopes, envisioned a career in communications. He had no idea that his path to prominence would involve some unexpected turns. He won a 4-year football scholarship at Florida State University, where he not only excelled on the field, but also pursued an academic career in communications. During his time at Florida State, Urich refined his communication abilities and expertise, laying the groundwork for his future career. His time on the football pitch helped to shape his discipline and dedication, both of which he would need in the competitive world of entertainment. However, his football hopes were dashed after a head injury forced a career shift. But the story does not finish there. Urich's quest for knowledge continued at Florida State. Following his undergraduate studies, he pursued a master's degree in broadcast research and management at Michigan State University. This academic performance cemented his knowledge of media and television. It's remarkable to consider that this Hollywood legend began his career in athletics and education. These experiences would subsequently serve him well in his entertainment career. His football discipline and his academic studies' strong understanding of communication would pave the way for a future in which he would rise to the peak of the entertainment industry. Before Hollywood, Robert Urich's life was a rare blend of athletics, academics, and ambition. He had no idea that his trip would take him to a world of lights, cameras, and action, making him a well-known personality in the entertainment industry. Life in Hollywood. Robert Urich, a name that echoes down the halls of Hollywood history, began his career in the entertainment industry in an unlikely way. Though his heart was set on performing, his first venture led him to WGN Radio in Chicago, where he worked as an account executive in the early 1970s. Prior to the flash and glamour of Tinseltown, Urich worked as a radio executive in a pretty ordinary role. This was not where he expected to be, but life has a funny way of guiding us down unexpected pathways. The cosmos, on the other hand, had bigger plans for him. Urich's career was transformed when he was given the opportunity to play Burt Reynolds' younger brother in the play The Rainmaker. Urich was inspired by Reynolds to pursue his aspirations in Hollywood, and this marked the start of a journey that would leave an unforgettable effect on the world of entertainment. Robert Urich's new home was Hollywood, with its dazzling lights and enormous hopes. He made his television debut in 1973 when he landed a role in the comedy series Bob and Aunt Carol and Aunt Ted and Aunt Alice. This was his first introduction to the bright, glamorous world of show business, but it was only the beginning. The role that catapulted Urich to fame was that of Officer Jim Street in ABC's 1975 smash cop series SWAT. Audiences all around the country began to notice this budding star, recognizing his brilliance and magnetism. Urich was on the fast route to success, and he was eager to embrace it. Robert Urich rose to prominence in 1976 as Peter Campbell in the revolutionary ABC comedy series Soap. His performance was not only amusing, but it also demonstrated his ability as an actor. However, his portrayal of the flamboyant detective Dan Tana in Vegas will be remembered by many admirers. Urich brought this character to life for 3 spectacular seasons, and his performance made an indelible impression on the detective drama genre. Dan Tana was a smooth, intelligent, and enthralling figure, much like the actor who played him. As the 1980s progressed, Robert Urich's star continued to shine brightly in the entertainment industry. He made his mark on the big screen, appearing in noteworthy films like the cult sci-fi comedy The Ice Pirates alongside Angelica Houston. This eccentric space adventure brought humor and imagination to the screen, becoming a revered classic among genre lovers. Urich's 1980s career also took him to Turk 182, where he co-starred with Timothy Hutton. This video demonstrated his versatility, demonstrating that his talent knew no limitations. Never one to be bound to a single medium, Robert Urich was pulled back to television, this time as a private investigator in Spencer for Hire. His legacy as a television icon was solidified with this series, which aired from 1985 until 1988. Fans were intrigued by his character's wit, intelligence, and unyielding sense of justice in his portrayal of Spencer, which was a masterwork in detective fiction. Robert Urich's Hollywood career was an incredible trip full of ups and downs, but his unwavering enthusiasm for acting and unmistakable talent left an enduring legacy. Urich's journey from humble beginnings in radio to iconic parts on television and cinema is a tribute to the power of pursuing one's aspirations and the allure of Hollywood itself. A true love story. In the dazzling world of Hollywood, where love stories frequently take unexpected turns, Robert Urich and Heather Menzies' story stands as a light of pure love and unshakable loyalty. Their trip was not without challenges, but it was a love tale that defied all odds. Robert Urich's route to love was circuitous. He was previously married, marrying Barbara Rucker when he was only 21 years old in 1968. He was working as a salesman in the difficult world of radio advertising at the time. This marriage, however, did not stand the test of time, and they divorced in 1974. Soon after his divorce, serendipity brought Urich into contact with Heather Menzies, a Canadian-American model and actress. She had previously been married to John Cluett, and her own life had taken some unexpected turns. Robert Urich and Heather Menzies were drawn to each other in 1975, like two stars aligning in the night sky. Menzies was born in Toronto to strict Presbyterian Scottish parents who had come to Canada following World War II, and his family relocated to Los Angeles in 1960. She attended Falcon Studios' University of the Arts in Hollywood after graduating from Hollywood High School. If we take a look at Heather Menzies' career, we can see how her name is indelibly imprinted in the hearts of moviegoers, especially for her performance in The Sound of Music. It was a journey that took her from the lovely hills of Austria to unexpected coastlines, overcoming both film hurdles and life's trials. Menzies played Louisa, one of the 7 charming Von Trapp children noted for her mischievous attitude in the touching 1965 musical. She was just 16 years old with blonde hair and blue eyes when she took on the role of this 13-year-old girl. The picture featured a memorable cast, led by Julie Andrews as Maria, the singing nun-turned-governess, with timeless tunes like Do-Re-Mi, The Lonely Goat Herd, So Long Farewell, My Favorite Things, Edelweiss, and the title song filling the air against the backdrop of the gorgeous Tyrolean scenery, The Sound of Music became an everlasting classic. Menzies and her co-stars gave performances that will be remembered for centuries. Menzies ventured into the world of cultish, tongue-in-cheek, low-budget horror films as an adult, a dramatic contrast to her Sound of Music days. Her early television career featured child roles in shows like My Three Sons and guest appearances on shows like The Farmer's Daughter, Dragnet, Bonanza, The High Chaparral, and The Love Boat. During this time, she frequently played the naive girl, a portrayal that would soon change. Later on, she starred in which she played a character who was confronted with a partner who had been transformed into a snake by her own father, a crazy doctor. Her riveting performance and several cries punctuated the film's creepy and unique plotline. Menzies played a slightly goofy private investigator in Piranha, a humorous version of Jaws, in which bathers became the prey of flesh-eating fish. This job demonstrated her ability to adapt to a wide range of people and genres. These flicks were a far cry from the Von Trapp family's innocent appeal. Her variety and eagerness to experiment with other genres, though, spoke loudly about her talent. She took on an adventure on television in the 1978 sci-fi series Logan's Run, portraying a revolutionary character in all 14 episodes. It was a part that added to her impressive resume and emphasized her acting abilities. Tragedies and children. However, when she began a lifelong journey with her actor husband, Robert Urich, she added his surname to her own. This union marked the start of a new chapter in her personal and professional life. Their love story was not without its difficulties. They, like many other couples, hoped to have children, but life had other plans. Heather suffered multiple sad miscarriages, putting their resilience to the test. This was a love, though, that refused to be defeated by misfortune. Despite these obstacles, the couple made a wonderful and heartwarming decision to adopt. Their decision to open their hearts and homes to needy youngsters demonstrated their limitless love and generosity. As time passed, Menzies discovered herself loving her most crucial role yet: motherhood. She and her husband, Robert Urich, adopted 3 children who formed an important part of her life. Her career endeavors took a back seat as she focused on raising her children. Her emphasis on family emphasized the importance of personal life and love, giving dimension to her already complex path. Ryan Urich, their first adoptive kid, arrived in their lives in 1978. This was a joyful event that marked the beginning of a new chapter in their love story. Their family expanded again 2 years later in 1980, with the adoption of their second child, Emily Urich. The warmth and love that this family exuded were truly heartwarming. Their house turned into a haven of love, laughter, and unending support for one another. The Urich Menzies clan was still expanding. Allison Grady Urich, another addition to their family, was 1988. This family's love knew no borders, and their journey was filled with moments of laughter, shared dreams, and unending affection. Ryan Urich, the youngest of the 3 children, chose to follow in the footsteps of his creative parents. He began an acting career, forging his own route in the entertainment industry. His roles in films like The Killer Inside and Night Walk displayed his talent and continued the family's history in the field of acting. In the end, Robert Urich and Heather Menzies' love tale was more than simply a Hollywood romance. It was a true love story. It was the story of a couple who survived misfortune and found courage in their unshakable love for each other. It is a lasting example of how 2 people can come together, support each other through life's challenges, and create a lovely family full of love and joy. Now, it's time for today's subscriber pick. Robert Urich and Heather Menzies are definitely Hollywood's power couple who set the bar too high. A very interesting fact about them is that Heather met her husband, Robert Urich, while acting with him in a Libby's corned beef hash commercial in 1974. And in the commercial, they appear to get married. Little did they know this would be the start of a journey on which they'll end up getting married in real life just a year later. Heather guest starred with Urich in SWAT, Vega Dollar and Spencer for Hire, as well as many other television shows and a theatrical film, Endangered Species. It almost seems as if destiny brought them together like in a fairy tale. Their tale of love, courage, commitment, and dedication surely needs to be told more often. Who is your favorite Hollywood couple who you look up to? Let us know in the comments below. Robert's fights with cancer. The year was 1996. And the entertainment industry was stunned by a significant remark made by the beloved actor Robert Urich. He stated that he had been diagnosed with synovial cell sarcoma, a rare and formidable foe. This prognosis came as a shock to Urich, and it had a profound impact on his career. Though uncommon, synovial cell sarcoma is a kind of cancer that develops in the body's soft tissues. It frequently remains undetected, making detection and treatment difficult. Urich's diagnosis of this unusual form of cancer forced him to confront it head-on. The announcement of his illness sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. One of the early effects was the cancellation of The Lazarus Man, his TNT Western series, after only 1 season. Cancer's uncertain future and struggles seemed to be throwing a shadow over his career. Robert Urich, on the other hand, was not one to give up easily. He refused to let the disease define his life, and he made an incredible comeback. He made a stunning return to television in 1997, anchoring Vital Signs, an ABC medical reality series. This brave step represented a crucial milestone in his cancer struggle and commitment to continue working in the sector he adored. But Urich's fortitude didn't end there. The following year, he was cast as the skipper in the revival of ABC's legendary sitcom, The Love Boat. His presence on the screen reflected his unrelenting spirit and determination to keep doing what he loved. Urich was more than simply a ship's captain. He was the captain of his own destiny, navigating the tumultuous waters of illness with grace and determination. Urich's battle with cancer continued over the years. In 2001, he portrayed Emeril Lagasse's adversary in the NBC sitcom Emeril. Despite his continued health issues, Urich's enthusiasm for performing remained unwavering. His passion for the craft inspired everyone who knew him. Through it all, Robert Urich's life had one consistent source of strength: his devoted wife, Heather. During the darkest of times, she was by his side, offering unshakable support and love. Urich's journey did not end with a television show. He continued to demonstrate his talent in a variety of TV films, demonstrating that his drive and passion for acting knew no limitations. Each performance demonstrated his stubborn energy and served as a reminder that he was more than his disease. There is no doubt that Robert Urich's battle with synovial cell sarcoma is a magnificent monument to the human spirit. His refusal to be defined by his sickness, as well as his unwavering dedication to his profession, serve as a constant source of inspiration. He continued to shine brightly in the world of entertainment with the support of his beloved wife, Heather, leaving an everlasting impact on the hearts of all who followed his journey. Efforts for cancer awareness. Robert Urich's tale isn't only one of Hollywood's success, it's also one of deep commitment to make a difference in the lives of cancer patients. Urich was a beacon of hope and a champion for finding a treatment for this terrible disease, even while he battled his own health issues. While battling synovial cell sarcoma, Urich continued to work on various projects, demonstrating that even in the face of adversity, the pursuit of one's aspirations may be unaffected. But it was not only his cinematic work that marked Urich's career. He channeled his passion and money, along with his beloved wife, into a magnificent initiative, a foundation that would become a beacon of hope for countless cancer patients. The Urich Fund for the University of Michigan Comprehensive Cancer Center arose from their shared desire to make a significant difference in the fight against cancer. It became a vehicle for them to fund cutting-edge cancer research and offer hope to individuals facing the same issues that Urich had. The Urich Fund for the University of Michigan Comprehensive Cancer Center was a guiding light in the fight against cancer, providing crucial financing for research aimed at discovering new therapies and, eventually, a cure. It was a symbol of their dedication to making the world a better place, and it brought them one step closer to eradicating this deadly disease. Their efforts, however, did not end there. The American Cancer Society appointed Robert Urich and his wife as national spokespersons. This was a role with enormous responsibility and the weight of advocating for millions of cancer patients. Urich's own cancer battle had turned him into a beacon of hope, and his story resonated with many who had endured similar trials. As American Cancer Society national spokespersons, the Urichs set out on a mission to raise awareness, promote early detection, and advocate for research that could lead to breakthroughs in cancer treatment. They used their position to inform the public about the value of screenings, self-examinations, and early intervention. Their activism provided a lifeline for those who would otherwise have been uninformed of the efforts they may take to preserve their health. Robert Urich's legacy goes well beyond the silver screen. His life was a monument to the human spirit's tenacity, and his dedication to making a difference in the fight against cancer was unshakable. Robert Urich and his wife made an everlasting impression on the world of cancer awareness and activism. Their tale shows that even in the face of suffering, people can become beacons of hope and change-makers in the battle against dreadful diseases like cancer. Their commitment to research, education, and early diagnosis continues to inspire and provide hope to those touched by this terrifying disease. Robert's death. The story of Robert Urich's life was one of ups and downs, but it was also one of tenacity, determination, and an unyielding spirit. He recalled a triumphant moment in 1998 when he declared himself cancer-free. This was a stunning triumph in his fight against synovial cell sarcoma that he had bravely confronted. For a brief moment, it appeared that Urich had defied the odds and was on the road to health and recovery. But life had other intentions. When tumors were identified in his body in 2000, a new chapter in his health struggle began. The shadows of doubt reappeared, putting a pall over his life. Despite the hurdles and obstacles, a ray of optimism appeared. Urich was given what can only be characterized as a miraculous medicine, a ray of hope that promised to remove the tumors that threatened his health. This was a monument to medical science's progress and the man's unwavering persistence. Tragically, on that dreadful day in April 2002, the world learned with great sadness that Robert Urich had died. He was only 55 years old when he died, leaving behind a legacy of spectacular performances, unwavering courage, and a life that touched many people's hearts. Urich died at Los Robles Hospital and AMP Medical Center in Thousand Oaks, where he had been admitted only a week before. His admission was due to respiratory issues, which would prove to be one of his most difficult struggles. During his hospital stay, Urich encountered complications that worsened his health problems. Internal bleeding became a significant problem, putting his strength to the test. A collapsed lung caused significant distress, making the road to recovery even more difficult. The death of Robert Urich was a source of great sadness for his followers, family, and the entertainment industry. It served as a reminder that the fragility of life may put even the most courageous and resilient spirits to the test. The world had lost a gifted actor, a devoted father, and a cherished husband. In retrospect, Urich's path was more than just one of disease and struggle. It was also a monument to the tenacity of the human spirit. He lived a life filled with extraordinary accomplishments and a heroic battle against impossible circumstances. While his physical presence has left this world, his legacy continues on, teaching us that the human spirit can rise above adversity and make a lasting impression on the hearts of millions. Heather Menzies' battle with cancer. Heather's life took a devastating turn when her beloved spouse died of cancer. Urich's death was a tragic loss not only for Menzies, but also for the entertainment industry, which had appreciated the couple's unwavering commitment to making a difference. Menzies opted to honor Urich's memory in an unusual fashion in the aftermath of his death. She continued working for the Robert Urich Foundation, a platform dedicated to generating funds for cancer research and assisting individuals impacted by this devastating disease. Her involvement in this charity reflected the couple's shared commitment to fighting cancer and supporting those facing similar struggles. This organization became a symbol of their eternal love and a source of hope for cancer patients. It was a platform aimed at advancing medical research and providing comfort to those dealing with the complications of cancer. Menzies' work as a carer, advocate, and fundraiser for cancer research reflected her personality and commitment to making the world a better place. In addition, she maintained contact with her Sound of Music family, attending reunions over the years. The film's 5th anniversary screening in Los Angeles in 2015 is a monument to the lasting friendships formed during the production of the iconic musical. Life, on the other hand, had more problems in store for Menzies. She faced a personal health battle with great bravery and grace. She was afflicted with brain cancer in her later years, a powerful enemy that tested her courage and resolve. Her battle with this difficult sickness revealed her tenacity and the spirit that had marked her path. Menzies remained constant in her dedication to her family and her commitment to the things she believed in despite her personal health issues. Her efforts to raise cancer awareness and cash for research continue to make an impact in the lives of countless people. Heather Menzies died at the age of 68, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable performances, steadfast love, and a dedication to make the world a better place. Her journey was defined by her capacity to reinvent herself and embrace new positions in both her professional and personal lives. Her legacy is carried on through her family, her foundation, and the lasting impact she has made on the worlds of entertainment and cancer advocacy. Heather Menzies performed a role in the epic drama of life that will be appreciated and remembered for years to come. The children continue the legacy. Robert Urich fought cancer for 6 years. Ryan, his son, reflects on the experience, revealing that his father was diagnosed 3 times. The initial diagnosis came as a surprise, and it was a difficult time for the entire family. Urich was treated with surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy. The treatment took its toll on Urich's hair, but in the face of hardship, he showed extraordinary perseverance to keep working. During this time, Robert Urich's steadfast spirit showed clearly. He didn't let the disease define him, nor did it dim his enthusiasm for his work. He embarked on a National Geographic show called On Assignment, in which he traveled to some of the world's most remote and difficult locales. It was a monument to his fortitude, and it left an unforgettable effect on those who witnessed his bravery. Another sad twist in their family's path happened as Ryan approached the end of his high school years. His father's cancer reappeared, and the challenges were even greater this time. Ryan recalls the arduous rides to the hospital for chemotherapy, each pothole a reminder of his father's sensitivity to the medication. The agony of seeing a loved one go through such ordeals was a big load to bear. Robert Urich's third cancer battle would prove to be his most formidable. The family suffered the sad loss of their loving father while Ryan was pursuing his studies in biology at college. The agony of that moment was indescribable, leaving an unforgettable impression on their lives. But from the depths of his grief, a great sense of purpose developed. Ryan felt a pull to medicine, believing that it would allow him to make a difference even if he couldn't treat his father medically. His desire to serve others became the motivating force behind his decision to pursue a career in medicine. Ryan's sister, Emily, discovered her calling while pursuing a meaningful effect. She became an ER nurse, committing to a career in which she could provide care, support, and comfort to those at their most vulnerable. The commitment of the Urich siblings to healing and helping others represented their profound knowledge of the value of compassion and support in the face of disease. Ryan and Emily combined their unyielding resolve to create a fantastic endeavor, the Urich Foundation. Established in remembrance of their father, Robert Urich, this cancer charity has become a beacon of hope. It served as a forum for them to generate funds for cancer research and provide assistance to others confronting the daunting challenges of this disease. Their passion for the foundation and commitment to making a difference exemplified Robert Urich's enduring impact. He lived on via his children's activities, and the foundation became a symbol of their love for their father and their desire to serve others. The Urich Foundation was more than just a charity. It reflected the undying spirit of a family that had survived the challenges of cancer and emerged determined to make a positive difference. The Urich siblings' efforts serve as a reminder that the human spirit can shine brightly and leave a lasting legacy even in the face of life's most difficult situations. In a terrible turn of events, the Urich family's story took another heartbreaking turn when their mother died of cancer in 2017. The sickness that had so profoundly affected their life had now claimed yet another member of their family. The grief of loss was exacerbated, but the Urich siblings' dedication to their cause was unwavering. The Urich family's narrative demonstrates the continuing power of love, resilience, and a determination to make a difference in the face of life's most daunting circumstances. Robert Urich's legacy is carried on by his children, Ryan and Emily, who have dedicated their lives to the noble cause of assisting others in the fight against cancer. Their story shows that even in the face of misfortune, individuals and families can discover courage, purpose, and the power to make the world a better place. The Urich Foundation remains a beacon of hope and a testament to the long-lasting impact of a family's love and commitment to cancer research. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.